Hey, happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially to those of you on the replay, the rebroadcast. You guys are the bomb because I check out your hearts and you are the best heart givers. I don't know if it's because people can chat when they're live, but people give more hearts on the rebroadcast. So I love y'all and I love all the hearts. Thank you so much for joining me live. My name is Chalene Johnson. I am a New York Times bestselling author. I am the creator of lots of workout programs, including PiYo, which is on TV right now. Of course, the new year, people are excited about getting their exercise done. And I just finished mine. I just finished lifting, which is, well, I always lift, but it was a New Year's resolution this year, or a goal, I should say, to lift 3 times a week with my friends so that it's an opportunity to build relationships and spend some time with some great people and make use of this great home gym that I have and share it with other people. So today I want to talk to you briefly about the myth that if you want to lose weight, you need to exercise, because it's a myth. So if you find that an odd statement and an odd thing to promote, in that most people know me from the standpoint of being an exercise professional, and you think that this might be interesting to some people, can I ask you to share the broadcast? Hello, thank you so much. I'll say hello while we wait for people to share the broadcast. And of course, I love shouting you out when you do. Thank you, Eva Lamort, for inviting your followers. I'm here, says hello from North Carolina. Laura, Alaskan 77, Creative Galene. Hi, girl, how are you? Oh my God, I love you so much. You're so cool. Margadal and oh my gosh, they're going too fast. Plant Addicted 100, Parent Ann, TT Fisher 2, Faith Fueled Mom. That's a cool name. Mommy of Superheroes. That's a great name. Jody M1, Knittin' Wolf. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for sharing this with your followers and for sharing it on Facebook, Allison, Parent Ann, and everybody else. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you very much. Lyndon and Vanessa. Great people to follow, you guys, especially if you want some tips on how to have a better marriage or a better relationship. Who doesn't need that, right? They're a great periscoping couple to follow. We'll hit them up a couple times again. Hi, Jody. Thanks for being here. I've worked very hard this last year and a half, and I didn't lose anything except eating clean and exercise. I don't know what that means. Good morning, Chica. Lifting this afternoon. That's so cool, Laura. Are you going to be lifting by yourself? Hi, Jill. You like my bun? You know, it's just a messy ponytail, that's all. I saw the notification. I was like, huh? What is up with this crazy talk? Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's get into it quickly. I think most people know that when you exercise, that most people do that because they want to lose weight. Most people do that in order to maintain their weight. And I just want you to know that you don't have to exercise to lose weight. It's the truth. It's a very small component of weight loss. It's probably the smallest for most people is exercise. And that might be a surprising statement to hear from someone like me who, you know, probably knows most of you from exercise. It might be a surprising statement from someone who has written a book about the importance of exercise. But it's a very small component of weight loss and weight management. It's a very small component of it. And I just have to be honest with you and tell you that. That's why it's so important for you to not worry about like, what's the perfect exercise program? But most importantly, when it comes to your weight loss and weight maintenance, what's the right way to eat for you for life? I'm not a fan of diets. I think it's fine to go on a diet in an attempt to find a diet. In other words, in an attempt to find a way of eating that you look forward to and you can maintain for life. Now, I'm recording this live on Periscope, and one of my friends who I just recently discovered here on Periscope, Michelle, I'm not sure if you're here, but Michelle is someone who has lost 265 pounds, no exercise, 0 exercise. And she was kind of almost, I think, embarrassed or worried to tell me that. And I'm like, dude, it's great. Michelle, that's right, Michelle. We'll find her. Michelle, can you throw up a bunch of emojis if you're on here? Because, yes, 265 pounds. Wait, it gets better than that. No exercise, no diet pills, no surgery. She did it through changing her nutrition. Yeah. So I think I'm following Michelle, so you can look for her in my list of people that I follow. I don't follow very many people. And so look for Michelle, follow her there. If you are looking for daily inspiration, she's real, she's funny, she's hysterical. Enough about Michelle. So if you don't need to exercise to lose weight and to maintain weight, you really don't need to do that. Why would I be so passionate about getting people to exercise? Why would I personally exercise every single day? Well, I'm going to give you the 10 reasons why. Here we go. But know this before we get started. I'm a little peeved. I can't help it. I get this way, and I've been told by my mentors that sometimes I come across as being condescending when I talk about this, and I don't mean to. And I think, and I've been given the feedback before that sometimes I come across as being like up on a soapbox and almost mad when I talk about something that I don't understand why other people don't do it. So I'm going to apologize up front, but that's just how I get when I love people and I don't get it. You know, it's probably the way you would talk to your kid if you knew that they were doing something so dumb and it was so simple to see, and like you almost get mad. You almost get like, you're smarter than this, you're better than this, I raised you right, and you almost get like annoyed. So I'm just going to apologize up front because it does drive me crazy. Despite the fact that you don't need to exercise to lose weight and maintain weight, it does make me a little bit mad that you don't exercise every day. It does. I'm just going to tell you, if I know you and I love you, it makes me mad. I'm sorry. Here's why. Exercise, number one, makes you happier. It makes me mad that you don't want to be happier. Exercise makes you a happier person. Number two, exercise makes you a more patient person. It makes you more understanding. It makes you more open-minded. It makes me mad that you don't want to have more patience. It just does. Because I want you to have more patience. I want you to feel patience. I want you to feel what it feels like to be calm. Exercise gives you energy. And you've heard it a million times, and you know this to be true. People will often say to me, how do you find the time, or how do you get the energy to exercise? I'm like, you exercise to get the energy. You exercise to get the energy. Before I go further, when I'm talking about exercise, I'm not talking about jumping up and down and beating up your joints and killing yourself and joining a CrossFit gym and you know, competing for a marathon. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting your freaking heart rate up and feeling good. I'm talking about going for a walk. I'm talking about doing whatever the flip you want to do that gets your heart rate up and uses your body. That's all. I don't care what it is. It can be intense if you want, but it doesn't have to be. Number 4, exercise makes you live better, healthier. If you have people you love, why wouldn't you want to be healthier for them? If you love your life, why wouldn't you want to be healthier? That makes me mad, to be honest. It makes me mad that I've got friends who have children and people that they care about, and they don't want to be healthier for them. It just makes me mad. Number 5, it is proven that people who exercise on the days that they exercise are more creative. You don't want to be more creative? You don't want to get through that roadblock? You don't want to get over that writer's block, and you don't want to get in that moment where you can't think of what you need to do next and what you should post on social media? Of course you do. So if you want to get more creative, you need to exercise daily. Daily. Get your heart rate up daily. Number 6, this one's going to hurt a little bit, but it's true. People who exercise are perceived as being more put together, more in control, more successful, and more inspirational than people who don't. It's a fact. It's a fact. So how do you want to be perceived? All this other stuff is about how you feel. And I understand that you might not love yourself enough to care about those things, but how do you want to be perceived by the world? How do you want to be perceived by your children? How do you want to be perceived by others? Of course you want to be perceived well. And the reason why people perceive those who exercise and regard them with, they have a higher regard for people who exercise, is because it requires a prioritization of the things you have to do each day. Why do you think every president we've had in the last 5 decades exercises on a daily basis? Do you think they're too busy? Yeah, they are too busy, but they prioritize it because their health is important to the country, because their clarity, because their energy, because their patience, because their mood regulation. All of those reasons are why all of our presidents, and I always use the president because I think everybody always like, I want to exercise, I'm just too busy. I don't know anyone who's busier than a president. And it is very important that we make that a priority. Number 7, exercise improves your confidence. You just feel better about yourself when you exercise. You do. When you exercise, even if it's just for 30 minutes, even if it's just for 20 minutes a day, your confidence level goes up. You know it does. Guess what else goes up? Your libido. Yeah. Sexual desire increases when you exercise on a regular basis. So if that's not inspiration for you to get your partner on board, I don't know what is. Number 9, it is proven that exercise, regular exercise, reduces cortisol levels, reduces stress levels. If you want to have a lower body fat, if you want to live longer, if you want to feel better, if you don't want to have as much stress, you need to exercise on a daily basis. Get off your meds. This is free. It's a free thing that doesn't have all those negative side effects that medications do. I know so many people that are dealing with aches and pains and lack of clarity and depression and so many other things of which they are medicating as their first go-to before thinking about, I wonder what would happen if I exercised on a daily basis. And number 10, exercise gives you clarity of thought. Obviously, number 11 is it helps you to maintain weight and to lose weight. It helps, but I'm not even going to list number 11. I'm going to end at 10. Because I really think that's the least important reason why you should exercise. I think for whatever reason, I don't know why, again, you can see that it gets me angry. For whatever reason, people think that exercise is about losing weight and maintaining weight. I personally believe that is the least important reason why you should exercise. It's the least important reason. I don't understand, and yes, I do get upset when I think about people who I love who don't want to be happier, more patient, have more energy, experience better health for their family and their loved ones. I don't understand why people who understand and know, because they're smart, that it will make them more creative, that they'll be perceived with higher regard by their peers, that it will boost their confidence, that will make them more attracted and attractive to their spouse or their significant other. I don't understand people who know that this will reduce their stress and it can give them clarity of thought. I don't understand why you don't make this a priority. You just haven't made it a priority. When you say you don't have time, it is not true. A better statement is, I am not prioritizing my happiness, my patience, my creativity, my energy, my confidence, my health, my stress, and my thought. I don't place a priority on those things. But if you do, figure out a way to make this happen every day for you, because you want all those things. You want all those things. I know you do. So how do you prioritize it? Well, you need accountability. That's number 1. You need to look at this in a different light, because so many people look at it as punishment. It's not. Are you punishing yourself by being happier, by feeling more patience, by being more creative, by boosting your confidence? How is any of that a punishment? It's not. So you have to change your experience with exercise, and know that it's something you do because you love yourself and you love other people and you want to reach your full potential. So that's it. That's what I have to say to you. Yes, I've already exercised today. Already lifted heavy, and I'm going to go do some cardio this afternoon. Not because I'm trying to lose weight, not because I'm, doing a fitness competition, or I do it because it feels so freaking good. I do it because of all the 10 reasons I listed here today. And I hope that will inspire you, and I hope you will share this broadcast. And I'm going to turn this into a podcast for the Chalene Show, and I want you to share it with someone you know who they just haven't adopted that mindset yet. For them, exercise is still punishment. And they're going to have to listen to this on repeat. Sometimes you have to hear the message over and over and over for it to really sink in. Cool. Nice thighs and a cute tush is not punishment. You are right. Yeah, David says, just do it. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Right on. Thank you. Jody, I appreciate that. Yes, I will be replaying this for sure. Thank you. Hey, Jill, nice to see you. Nice to hear your shoulders healed. I am that person. Okay, so can I hear from those of you who were listening to this and it was kind of like a wake-up call and you're like, I have been thinking of exercise as a punishment or something I have to do to lose weight or to maintain weight. I haven't been thinking about these 10 other reasons. So just say, that's me. That was me. Or just raise your hand. Thank you. I love that so many of you are saying that you're sharing this. I appreciate this. I need this in a document form. Oh, that's so good. I'm glad you guys, I'm glad. Thank you for being honest. Listen to it on repeat. Okay? Because I think that's the reason why most people don't like exercise, because it's failed them. Because they've looked at it as a way to lose weight and they're like, well, eventually I put the weight back on, so then exercise must have failed you. No, exercise will never fail you when you approach it from the perspective of happiness and energy and confidence and relief from depression and increased clarity and reduced stress. It'll never, ever let you down. Never. I started going to a week again and still looking. I didn't see the end of that. Do you know that I sleep? Oh, absolutely. That's true. I didn't even put that one on there. You sleep better when you exercise. I have degenerative disc disease in my neck, but my goal is to be a PIO instructor. Awesome. I was also discouraged through exercise. All about the food. When it comes to weight loss, but we're not talking about weight loss. We're talking about all the other reasons why you must exercise. To relieve depression. Life is better with exercise. That is so true. Launch her. I lost 45 pounds in 3 months with Turbo. That's awesome. But the weight loss is great, but that's not what this is about today. Today, this is about, I want to know how exercise has helped you other than weight loss, other than weight maintenance. Because honestly, don't be offended by this. Who cares about the weight loss? You can do that through your diet. There's so much more that exercise provides for you other than weight. I beat postpartum depression. That's great. Exercise is joy, confidence. So many people saying confidence. Meet people who are, yes, that's so true, Amy. Amy, my very best friends, the people who I would ride or die for, are people who I've met through exercise. I'm a better mother and wife when I exercise daily. Not hating creativity. This is true. The feeling when you're done is amazing. Struggling with chronic depression. Start exercising. See what it does. Someone said, Juliet says, I don't call it exercise. I call it dancing. Perfect. Hello, Australia. I like myself more. That's so huge. I love feeling toned and strong. Got me through my husband's deployment and it literally saved me. Marissa. That's so cool. I'm almost off insulin. That's amazing. You'll do it. A great way to start the day. I call it decompressing. Oh, it's so true. Yep. You just got to get the right mindset. You're so right, Keith. It's so true. So many people don't realize how lucky they are to have the ability to work out. My eating disorders killed my creativity. Getting in shape has built my self-employed creativity. Awesome. I feel powerful when I exercise. Exercise is medicine. Exercise makes me happy. It's my happy pill. I love this. These are so cool, you guys. These are great. my intuition, moving your body moves your life. 5 years ago until I joined the gym because I'm a better mom now. Oh my gosh, so good. Just remember. Well, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you listening. Thanks for understanding my frustration. It does come from a place of love. It is a shift in mindset. It's so important that you make the shift in your mindset, because if you are that person that exercise feels like something you have to do, that's a really good sign, and it's something that you dread doing. That's a very clear sign that your first experiences with exercise were negative, and I want you to shift them. And the way you do that is by setting new goals for yourself. And just when you're done exercising, and all I need you to do is 30 minutes of getting your heart rate up, and I don't care what it is, I need you to ask yourself when you're done, or even later that day, am I happier? Do I feel more patient? Is this improving my health? Do I feel more creativity? Do I feel more confident? Am I able to think a little more clearly? Just ask yourself those questions. If the answer is yes, 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 then you'll see that you were successful. But if you're exercising and then getting on the scale every day, if you're exercising and trying to look like the girl on the cover of the magazines, well, no wonder exercise is a negative. I don't want you to think of it that way. I want you to think of it as something that's going to allow you to reach your full potential in this life. And I don't want you to think about it in terms of weight loss or weight maintenance or a perfect body. I want you to think about it in every other area of your life. It is a gift from God that you have the ability to exercise. Don't throw that gift away. Too many people don't have that gift. And when it's taken away from you, then you realize what an incredible choice you had and decided not to take advantage of it. It's an advantage. It gives you the advantage to exercise, and it is a gift from God. Don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing this broadcast. Thanks for downloading the Chalene Show. This will be on the Chalene Show. You can listen to it on repeat. It's a podcast. It's free, and it's in iTunes. Hi, Teresa. It's in iTunes. You can find it on the Stitcher app if you're an Android user, the podcast app if you are a Apple user. And thank you for subscribing to the show. If you subscribe to it, then you'll get the shows as they come in each day. Yeah, and then you could listen to it while you exercise. Podcasts are awesome. All right, guys, I love you. Have a great day.